Hey, I'm Arne and I'm going to show you how to ride an auto rickshaw. Yo, if you want to learn how to ride an auto rickshaw, this is the video for you. I'm making this video because I bought an auto rickshaw a while ago, this thing here, and it was super hard to find any information how to properly operate one of these. If you just want to see how to ride it, fast forward to this timestamp. If you want to hear me ramble on about auto rickshaws, stay on. Okay, so this is a Bajaj RE from 2014, private registered vehicle, so I'm allowed to drive it. This is the biggest brand of auto rickshaws in India, sold in Africa and South America as well. About 200 cc, I think 8 horsepowers, running on LPG, but also has an auxiliary fuel tank for petrol with about 2 liters. Let's have a quick look at the controls. So this will vary from manufacturer to manufacturer. The other 2 big manufacturers in India are Piaggio and TVS. So let's go from left to the right. So this is for 12 volt radios, hazard lights. This is the switch for switching between LPG and petrol. Should you ever have to do that, you first have to run it empty. So there's a middle setting. Let's say you're running on petrol, you want to switch over to LPG, you have the engine running, you switch it to the middle, it empties the carburetor. When the engine stops, you can switch over to LPG, start it again, it will run on LPG. Just FYI. Indicator, left, right, easy enough. Low beams, high beams, no. Low beams, high beams. Windshield wiper. Lights off, parking light, proper lights. Horn, very important in India. Here you have the manual kickstart. So if you don't have a battery, you have to just pull that like crazy. This is a handbrake. So right now handbrake is engaged. There's a little latch you have to push in, and now it's released. Brake pedal, only one brake. On this side is the reverse lever. We'll get to this in a second. You have a speedometer with an odometer in total. You have the fuel gauge. So the top fuel gauge is for LPG. Right now we are full. If I switch over, the light will go to petrol. There's no fuel gauge for petrol. Neutral indicator and battery indicator. To get to the engine compartment, you have to open these 2 little screws. Open your key. This is the Majestic engine. You have like a little oil dipstick down here, oil filter, air filter, oil refill. This is the auxiliary petrol tank if you ever run out of LPG and can't get it in time. Little radiator for oil cooling. If you want to fuel up your rickshaw, at least with my model, this is for the LPG attachment. The LPG tank is back here. Ruska, do you want to be passenger today? Come on, inside. Ruska, inside. Good girl. So here you see one of the reasons why we bought the rickshaw. These are our 2 dogs, Ruska, Ruska paw, good girl, and Rex. Getting a taxi or rickshaw in India if you have dogs is quite hard. So what do? You buy a rickshaw yourself and learn how to drive it. Okay, here you have the main controls of the rickshaw. You have the clutch and the gear selector. You have the throttle and you have a brake, foot brake similar to a car. So the clutch works similar to a motorbike. You pull the clutch, you release the clutch. The main difference is if you want to switch gears, here's the gear indicator, you turn the full assembly of the clutch and gear selector. To start the rickshaw, this will vary from model to model. In my case, you turn the key to ignition, ignition is on. You can see we're in neutral. Depending on your model, you will either have a push key around here, or if you have a Piaggio, it will have like an ignition switch here, like a motorbike, which you would have to pull the clutch. Okay, in my case, ignition is on, we're in neutral. Now I just turn it to ignition, give it a bit of revs. Here we go. So that's the rickshaw running. To get going, I'll pull the clutch. I turn it into first gear. You can see the indicator showing first gear. So now I slowly release the clutch, give it a bit of throttle, slowly release the clutch, similar to a bike. I let the clutch go. Here we go, first gear. If I want to switch into second gear, pull the clutch, turn it into second gear, and I let the clutch come slowly. Same for third gear. And now I'm back into neutral. Let's do it again. I'm gonna put it in first gear. Slowly let the clutch come. Here we go. Doing a tight turn. To stop the rickshaw, I'm pulling the clutch and using the foot brake. Do it again. I'm gonna drive. Pull the clutch. Second gear. Slowly let the clutch come. There we go. And for third gear, same, into third gear. And even fourth gear, which is pull the clutch, foot brake, back to first gear. Okay, now the last thing is reversing. We want to be in neutral, so we have the neutral light on. And now on the other side, we have the reverse lever. To get into reverse, I'll pull up the lever. So now I'm in reverse. I'll switch it into pull the clutch, first gear, let the clutch come, but instead of forward, now I'm going backward. Interestingly, I can also, while reversing, put it into second gear and reverse in second gear. So it's not a real reverse gear, it just switches all gears into reverse. When I'm done reversing, I'll take the lever out and I'm back into forward mode, first gear. That's it. To switch it off, turn the key. I always keep it in first gear so it doesn't roll. Pull the handbrake. That's it. So this is how you ride an auto rickshaw. If you have any questions, put it in the comments. I don't think anyone is going to watch this video, so there's only going to be 1 or 2 comments. I'll definitely answer it. Did I do a good job, Ruska? Where's my tip? Where's my tip? Thanks. Okay. Oh, shut up, George. You can't use that, George.
Go away, George. George.
Shut up, George. Come. Yes. I can't use the video if you're making noises in the background.